previous session?
No.
Okay. So from our previous session, we have learnt all the types of testing. Now we go for software development life cycle. Software development life cycle. So what do you understand by software development life cycle?
Software development lifecycle is the process that incorporates for how every step of the development of the software.
So yes, so it is a step-by-step process. Software development life cycle is nothing but it is a step-by-step process which we are following to complete the software project that includes both the development team and testing team. Software
Okay.
development life cycle is nothing but it is a step-by-step process which we are following to complete the testing activities, which includes both the development team and testing team. So after completion of the development activities, we should not say that we completed the project. So when can we say that we completed the project?
We say we complete the project after
Only
the
after
testing
completion of
phase.
both the development activities and testing activities only you can say that the project is completed. Am I right?
Yes.
You can say the project is completed only after completion of both the development activities and testing activities in a project. So
Yeah.
for
Yes, ma'am.
completion of every activity or work, we are following some process. For completion
Yes.
of every activity or work, we are following some process. So in the same way, for completion of software project in an organization also, we are following some process.
Yes.
Okay, in the same way, for completion of software project in an organization also we are following some process. So that process is called software development life cycle. So altogether, we have 6 different phases available in software development life cycle. What are they?
Requirement phase. So
Requirement,
basically, the client provides the requirement, and the testing team tests those requirements and make sure that whatever tools are
requirement
necessary
analysis,
for, yes,
design, coding, testing,
testing,
and finally
release.
and maintenance. Okay, so altogether we have 6 different phases available in software development lifecycle. So now coming to the first one is the requirements. So this is the first phase in software development lifecycle. This is the first phase in software development lifecycle. So once the project has been confirmed between the client and the company. Okay, once the project has been confirmed between the client and the company, now project manager for testing will get the confirmation from the higher level management. So once now directly client will be providing requirements to the company. Okay, so from
Yes,
company, who is going to interact with the client to gather all the requirements from the client?
business analyst.
Very good. Business analyst is the one who is going to interact with the client and they are going to collect the requirements from the client. They are going to collect the requirements from the client. So for collecting the requirements from the client, your business analyst is following some techniques. Your business analyst
Yes,
is following some techniques. What are they? Knowledge transfer, questionnaires, and in knowledge transfer, questionnaires and inspection. Now coming to knowledge transfer. Knowledge transfer means
um, understanding what the client wants from the product, and also uh, how
Knowledge
I mean, basically,
nothing
yeah.
but, see here, knowledge transfer is nothing but, in this technique, your business analyst will collect the requirements by requesting the client to transfer the information about the business. Knowledge transfer is nothing but to transfer the information about the business. So let's say you have been in the project from past 3 years. You have been in the project from past 3 years. Okay, and then you just someone just joined in your project. So what you will do? Is it your responsibility to go ahead and explain, transfer the information about the business or not?
Yes, ma'am. You have
Yes.
to let them
So,
know how the business runs, what kind of product they produce,
yeah. So in
stuff
this
like that.
technique, your business analyst will collect the requirements by requesting the client to transfer the information about the business. That means they are going to transfer the information about the business.
Okay.
Okay. And now coming to questionnaires. So questionnaires means what? In this technique, your business analyst will collect the requirements by asking questions to the client about the client business. In this technique, your business analyst will collect the requirements by asking questions to the client about the client business. So see here, client. First you have like client. So client is going to provide the requirements to whom?
A business analyst.
Client is going to provide the requirements to the business analyst. And if the business analyst has any questions, to whom they are going to provide? They are going to provide the requirements to the team member.
Fine. No, for any questions regarding the business,
Questions they
they're
will
gonna
ask
go
the
back to the.
question. Yes, and now the business analyst is going to provide all the requirements to the team members. So if the team members
Right.
have questions, they will ask the business analyst, because business analyst is the one who is going to provide the requirements to the.
Correct.
So this is how they are going to go ahead and ask the questions if they have any questions. Now coming to inspection. Inspection means,
Inspecting all the requirements and um, making sure that the product that they want is actually achievable. Something like that, maybe.
that means in this technique, your business analyst will directly step into the client business and they will observe how client is doing the business manually.
Okay.
In this technique, your business analyst will directly step into the client business and they will observe how client is doing the business manually.
Okay.
Okay, that means by observing the client business, your business analyst can collect the requirements from the client. See, let's say your
Okay.
client location is somewhere in California, you are in Florida. So if the business analyst goes to the client location, they will try to get more information about them. Am I right? They will try to get
Yes.
more information about the business. Okay? Try to get
Okay.
more information about the business. Okay, if they go to the client location only, they'll get. If they don't have go to the client location, they will not come to know any information. Like what type of information they will get, like how big their team is,
Yes.
and
How many
how
users they have.
how many users they have, and for how many, for every for how many days they are going to release the project to the client. So these all comes under action. Okay, so requirement means gather all the requirements. That means all the high level requirements will be gathered here. Okay, now whatever the requirements that the client is providing the business, and those are like high level requirements, we can't understand those requirements. To make them understand, your business analyst is going to make those requirements. See, analysis means here in this technique, your business analyst will involve to analyze the collected client requirements, and they are going to design those requirements as an understandable documents called DRS, FRS, and SRS documents. Okay, they are going to make requirements as an understandable documents called DRS, FRS, and SRS. DRS means
Business requirement.
business
I
requirement
don't know.
specification.
FIS is. I
FRS,
know this term.
Functional requirement specification.
Requirement, right. Functional requirement specification.
And SRS means system requirement specification.
Ma'am, I have one question.
Yeah, go ahead.
Okay, so before the analysis, I kind of didn't understand the inspection. So the inspection,
Inspection means
the
go to the client
business
location.
analyst.
Business analyst will go to the client location and they will observe how client is doing the business manually.
So this has nothing to do with the project. They just want to get a better understanding of
Yes,
how the
exactly.
business runs.
Yes, exactly. Inspection means what?
Okay.
See, food inspection they will come. They to check how the food is, how the good food they are serving. Am I right? To Domino's, to McDonald's, are they going for the food inspection or not? Yes, definitely they'll go for the food inspection. Am I right?
Right.
Yes, same way here also. Inspection means they will go to the client location and they will observe how client is doing the business.
Okay.
Okay, now coming to analysis. So the business analyst will go ahead and
Create those requirements for uh,
analyze those all collected client requirements and they're going to make those requirements as an understandable documents called BRS, FRS.
SRS.
Okay, BRS means business
Right.
requirement specification. So what does
Can you give me the yeah, what does that mean? I don't know.
I'll tell you. BRS. BRS means business requirement specification. So this document will be in the form of a Word document. This document will
Like Microsoft Word?
Yes, exactly. So this will be in the form of a Word document and it contains all the requirements only. BRS document contains all the requirements. So BRS document defines like what to develop and what to test. BRS document defines what to develop and what to test. That means by seeing this BRS document, development team can understand what they have to develop in the application and testing team will come to know what they have to test in the application. Okay, development
Correct.
will come to know what they have to develop and testing team will come to know what they have to test in the application.
Okay.
Okay, remember, so this document will be in the form of a Word document. Now coming to FRS. So FRS document will be in the form of an Excel sheet. It will be in the form of an Excel sheet.
Excel sheet.
Yeah, and what does this document contain? It contains all the rules and conditions. It contains all the rules and conditions of the BRS document. See, I told you, BRS document contains only requirements. Okay, so they will give you a requirement saying that you launch Gmail application. That's it. But in Gmail, you will have username, you will have password, you will have sign in button. These all you will have. Am I right?
Right.
Yes. And coming to FRS document, it contains all the rules and conditions. Rules means what? Username should accept only alphabets. Sign in should be a button. Password should accept all the alphanumerics like that. That means those are all the rules and conditions. FRS
Right.
contains all the rules and conditions of the BRS document. And FRS document defines how to develop and how to test. FRS document defines how to develop and how to test. That means by seeing this document, development team can understand how they have to develop in the application and testing team will come to know how they have to test in the application.
Right.
Okay, how they have to develop and how they have to test in the application. Okay, now coming to SRS. SRS means what? Software requirement specification or system requirement specification. So, this document will be either in the form of a Word document or it can be in the form of an Excel sheet.
Okay.
Okay, and what does this document contain? It contains all the softwares, what are all the databases, and what are all the configurations which is required to develop the application as well as to test the application. So software means what? Like whether we are going to use like QTP or Selenium, what is the software that we are going to use? And databases means like whether we are going to use like SQL database or Oracle database. Okay, and coming to configurations means like what are all the system configuration like RAM size, hard disk, processor, this all comes under the system requirement specification. Okay, so
Okay.
this document defines like where to develop and where to test. This document defines where to develop and where to test. So remember, whenever you join a project, first thing is you have to request for BRS, FRS and SRS documents. Without these documents, you can't go ahead and perform anything in your project.
Okay.
First
So
you have to, yeah,
so far in the SDLC, so the requirement phase and analysis phase, these are all of this is gonna be the business analyst's responsibility.
yes,
So like a tester doesn't do anything in this phase,
no,
right? When
no,
it okay,
no, as a tester you will not do anything. Okay, so in the interview
okay.
I will ask you how you are getting the requirements in a project. This question is for you. So how we are getting the requirements in a project?
The business analyst is providing all the requirements in the
Yes.
project
So we are getting the,
from the client.
yes. So we are getting the requirements in the form of BRS, FRS and SRS documents from the business analyst.
Okay. 3 documents.
Yeah, we are getting the
Okay.
requirements in the project in the form of BRS, FRS and SRS documents from the business analyst through SharePoint.
Okay.
Okay, so once the business analyst has designed these documents, they will upload these all documents into the SharePoint or share folder. See, the business analyst can't go ahead and send all the requirements to the team members through email.
Okay.
Am I right?
Mm-hmm.
They are going to upload these all documents in the SharePoint or shared folder. So SharePoint is nothing but it is an application which we are using to share the information across the globe. SharePoint is an application which we are using to share the information across the globe. That means wherever you are across the world, you can go ahead and get these documents.
So it's like putting a folder in Google Drive and sharing with a friend, something like that.
Yes, like that.
Okay. Okay.
This SharePoint. Shared folder.
SharePoint.
Yeah, shared folder means folder which we are using to share the information within the location. That means, see, let's say we all are working in Texas. So within the Texas location, whatever the requirements you have, you can go ahead and share the requirements only within that a particular location.
Okay.
Yeah. So this shared folder. Now, next one is designing. So who does designing in a project?
Uh, System architect.
Very good. Yes. So during this phase, your technical lead or your system architect will be involving to design the architect of the project. During this phase, your technical lead or system architect to design the architect of the project. So altogether we have two different types of designs available during design. What? High level design and low level design. Different types of designs available during design. What are they? High level design and low level design.
Low level design.
High level design and low level design. Now coming to high level design. High level design means it
It gives
defines,
like an overview, maybe.
it defines the overall architecture of the project that includes all the project modules. It defines the overall architecture of the project that includes all the project modules is called as a high level design. See here, this you have this Bank of America application. You have this Bank of America application. So here in this Bank of America application, see here you have all the different modules. What are they? like banking, credit cards, loans, investment. These are all the different models in your application. Am I right? So all the overall architecture of the high level design defines the overall architecture of the project that includes all the project modules is called as a high level design. Entire
High
model
level design.
modules in the application together is called as a high level design. Okay, all the modules
Yeah.
together in the application is called as a high level design. Low level design means what? Defines the overall architecture of the project, which includes all the project, like all the modules with all the sub modules.
Okay.
Individual module with all the sub modules. So this is an individual module. So banking is an individual module. So individual module with all the sub modules is called as a low level design. High level design means the entire Bank of America application is called as high level. Low level means individual module with all the sub modules is called as a low level design.
Okay.
Okay, and then next one is what? Coding. So who does coding in a project?
So this is the fourth step of the SDLC, right?
Uh-huh. Yes,
Coding developing team, I mean,
very good.
programmers.
During this phase, your development team will be involving to write the code for the functionality of all the individual modules. They are going to write the code for all the individual modules. So after successful completion of the coding, they are going to perform reviews on the coding. They are going to perform reviews on the coding. So review means what?
Basically going through all the codes and making
Review
sure
is,
they're doing what they're supposed to be done.
yeah. Review is nothing but it is a process to verify the completeness and correctness of the task. It is to verify the
Completeness and correctness.
completeness and correctness of the task.
Task.
So according to the CMM level 5 company standards, we are performing 4 different types of reviews under this project. We are going to
And
perform
what is the name of the standard you said? CMM. What?
CMM level 5 company standards. CMM.
Um, what does that mean?
CMM means like high level standards of a company. It's one of the standard.
Okay.
Okay, so under this we are going to perform different types of reviews. So altogether we have 4 different types of reviews. What are they? Peer review, lead review, on-site coordinator review, and then client review. Peer review, lead review, on-site coordinator review, and client review.
Client
Now coming
review.
to peer review. Peer review means what? It is nothing but it is the colleagues review. Peer review is
So
nothing but
you write a code and you share it with your colleague and to get a second
exactly.
opinion.
Exactly. Peer
Okay.
review is nothing but interchanging the tasks among the team members and then you are going to perform reviews. Okay. So if there are like changes to be made in your code, we will go ahead and interchange the tasks among ourselves and then we are going to update the task. So based on the review comments of the reviewer, we will update the task and then we are going to send the task to the lead review. We are going to send the task to the lead review. Okay. Now coming to team lead review. Team lead means who is,
Project manager.
yeah, team lead means during this review, team lead will be involving to perform a review on all the team members' tasks. They'll be involving to perform a review on all the team members' tasks. So based on the review comments of the team lead, we will update the task and then we are going to send the task to the on-site
Um,
coordinator review. We'll go ahead and send the task to
yes.
the on-site
On
coordinator
site.
review. Okay.
What does that mean?
On-site coordinator means who is an intermediary between the client and the offshore team.
Okay.
On-site coordinator is nothing but he's an intermediary between the client and the offshore team.
Okay.
Okay, he's an intermediary between the client and the offshore team. Okay, then coming to client review. Client review means what?
Um, the client who's the client who is gonna like test it out and see if the codes are working, maybe.
Yes, on-site coordinator means during this review, on-site coordinator will be involving to perform a review on the project member's task. So client review means he's a person who is working with the client directly in the client location. So the main responsibility of the on-site coordinator is an intermediary between the client and the offshore team. Client review means what? During this review, directly client or client side technical team will be involving to perform a review on all the project members' tasks. They'll be performing review
Uh,
on all the project members' tasks. So after
okay,
the
I'm
client,
a little confused between these two. So on-site coordinator review and the client review.
I will tell you. See, on-site coordinator he is an intermediary between the client and the offshore team. On-site coordinator is nothing but he is an intermediary between the client and the offshore team.
Okay.
That means, see, who is a coordinator between you and me?
Uh, you and me, it's Vijay.
Yes, he's an on-site coordinator. If we have any issues, we can go ahead and discuss with him. Okay.
Oh, okay.
Client means who is providing requirements to you. So during this review directly, client or client side technical team will be involving to perform a review on all the project tasks. So after successful completion of the client review, client will sign off the coding phase. That means coding has been completed. Now we can go for the next phase, that is testing.
Testing.
We can
Okay.
go to the next phase, that is testing. So during this phase, testing team will be involving to perform testing on the application by executing the test cases. So testing team is
Right.
performing different types of testing like sanity, usability, functionality, database, security. These are all different types of testings we have. So we are going
Right.
to perform all the different types of testings here. And now come to release and maintenance. So during this phase, your technical team will be involving to deploy the application into production. Both the development team and testing team will be involving to provide support to the client. During this phase, testing team will be involving to deploy the application into production, and both the development team and testing team will be providing support to the client while using the application in the production. They'll be providing support to the client while using the application in the production. Okay,
Yes.
this is all about the software development lifecycle. So in software development lifecycle, we'll come to know the entire lifecycle of the project. So who all are involving and what they are doing. Who all are involving and what they are doing. Okay? Okay, any questions?
Not right now, but I'm sure once I revise this, I'll have plenty of questions. But yeah, not right now. Maybe I'll ask you next time.
Yeah. So in the next class, we'll go ahead and start with like a software
Okay, so we are gonna start
life
using
cycle.
tools from next class, or
No, not right away. So in the
okay,
next class, we are going to write the test cases. So we are going to start with software testing life cycle in the next class.
okay. Ma'am, I have been so all the video recordings that you have been giving me, I've been like writing everything down. Okay,
Good.
so is it possible for you, like I'm getting writing down all the definitions and everything and trying to memorize everything?
Uh,
Is it possible for you at some point, well, if I finish all of these topics, if you can review them before, like before I start
yeah,
using
yeah,
them, if
yeah. Just go ahead and send it to me. In case something is wrong, I will let you know. Okay.
okay. And also one more thing. Tomorrow at 11 o'clock, I won't be available.
Okay.
Is it possible for you to do it at a different time tomorrow, or?
Tomorrow, if you're not available, we can skip it for tomorrow and we can do it day after tomorrow.
Okay, all